This briefing is classified. Unauthorized access is a federal offense. If you are hearing this, you have been granted Level 4 clearance. My designation is Agent M, and today's subject is an anomalous entity known as the Aatxe. The Aatxe is an entity from Basque folklore, believed to be a shapeshifter, an enforcer of justice, and a potential threat. Its existence is disputed. Its encounters documented. Let's begin. The Aatxe, translating to young bull in the Basque language, has been described for centuries as a guardian spirit. It inhabits caves, rising from its lair during storms or times of societal corruption. Unlike typical cryptids, the Aatxe is not purely malevolent. It targets criminals, corrupt individuals, and those who threaten the balance. Some reports connect the Aatxe to the ancient Basque deity Mari, theorizing that it serves as her enforcer. Its purpose? To uphold moral law and eradicate those who defy it. Unconfirmed entity, threat assessment pending. Our analysis suggests three possible explanations for the Aatxe phenomenon: folklore manifestation, energy-based anomaly, or interdimensional entity. Theory 1, folklore manifestation, a psychological construct, a creation of collective fear and oral tradition. Theory 2, energy-based anomaly, a non-corporeal entity capable of electromagnetic interference and shape-shifting phenomena. Theory 3, interdimensional entity, possibly an ancient force or intelligence using the myth as a cover for its true nature. Further investigation is required to determine the threat level and operational response protocol. Government case file, incident hash A417, Basque region 2003. Multiple classified reports suggest the Aatxe is more than legend. In 2003, a geological research team in the Basque Mountains disappeared for 48 hours. Upon recovery, the survivors reported an encounter with a horned entity engulfed in red light. Their equipment was irreparably damaged, and audio logs recorded unidentifiable vocalizations. Medical examination revealed radiation burns consistent with exposure to an unknown energy source. Their testimonies were suppressed. Case remains open. Another incident, 1987. A border patrol unit detected heat signatures in a restricted cave system. Drones malfunctioned. On-the-ground personnel reported audible breathing from an unseen source. No hostile engagement recorded, but patrol logs indicate sudden and intense fear among the team. Final transmission before radio failure. It's watching us! The Aatxe is complex in Basque folklore. It's not all good, and it's not all bad. It can protect and destroy. This makes the Aatxe both respected and feared. In some stories, the Aatxe protects the forest and the animals that live there. It keeps farm animals safe from predators, and helps lost travelers find their way. In other stories, the Aatxe is a trickster, leading people in the wrong direction or causing trouble. It gets angry if people don't respect nature, punishing those who pollute or hurt animals. This shows how unpredictable nature can be, and reminds us that humans and nature need to be in balance. The Aatxe legend has been around for so long, and people have many theories about where it comes from and what it really is. Some think it's just a made-up story, others have more interesting ideas. Could the Aatxe be an animal acting strangely, mistaken for something else, and becoming a legend? Some researchers think the Aatxe might be connected to strange energy, or even things from other dimensions. The Basque country has unusual geology and reports of strange electromagnetic activity. Could these things cause the Aatxe to appear? It's an interesting thought, even if it's unlikely. We may never know the truth about the Aatxe, but thinking about these theories helps us explore the unknown and consider what's possible. Even though the Aatxe is hard to find, there are many written accounts of civilians seeing it. Some stories are probably just folklore and exaggerations, but others have details that are hard to explain. One story from the 1800s tells of villagers who saw a large, fiery creature come out of the forest and attack their farm animals. Another story tells of a shepherd who was led astray by a shape-shifting creature that looked like a young boy. The Aatxe, a creature of myth and legend, might seem far away from science. But science tells us to be open-minded about such mysteries. We shouldn't try to make the Aatxe fit into what science already knows, but we can look for connections. For example, the Aatxe's shape-shifting could be like how some animals camouflage themselves, or maybe even rare changes in their genes. The glowing eyes and fiery aura could be bioluminescence or other natural things we don't fully understand yet. Science may not be able to explain everything about the Aatxe, but it helps us look at the unknown and figure out what's real and what's not. The Aatxe is not a myth. It is a force of unknown classification. Whether a guardian or a threat remains undetermined. However, its pattern is clear. It surfaces when corruption rises. It hunts the wicked. It enforces an unknown code of law. If the legends are true, then it is not done yet. If you are listening to this briefing, consider this your warning. The question is not if it exists. The question is when it will emerge next. Transmission terminated.